You've seen his face, his wild challenges, his jaw-dropping generosity. He is everywhere on YouTube. Of course, we're talking about none other than the phenomenal MrBeast. But recently, this YouTube legend has had enough of one thing: copycats. And in this revealing tweet, MrBeast reveals a disturbing trend of channels cloning his content to cash in on his success. But what does all of this have to do with the average creator, I hear you ask? I don't have the budget of MrBeast. I'm just scrapping and hustling for every single view I can get. Well, you see, here's the thing. The problem of copycats goes well beyond MrBeast. There are millions of creators on YouTube. The competition for views and subscribers is only getting tougher and tougher. And in this never-ending rat race towards notoriety, influence, and bundles of cash, it is easy to fall into dark temptation. To borrow successful ideas from the top creators, especially when you see stats like this. The truth is, the number of channels that closely imitate other creators' content is huge. So how does MrBeast feel about all of this?
There's this Russian kid that literally copies every video word for word,
steal my thumbnails
scene for
and
scene.
everything. Oh well, it happens. It is annoying. Like, I don't care that you do what I do. It doesn't matter. But it's like, just in general, put your own twist on it. Because like, it does annoy people. Like, these videos get enough views. We don't need more.
That does raise an interesting point. There is a very blurry line between inspiration and copying. And it is important to acknowledge that truly new ideas are very rare. Or as the filmmaker Jim Jarmusch puts it, nothing is original. If you are taking and copying somebody else's piece of work, then at the very least, the ethical thing to do is credit the original source. But this also leads to another issue.
We don't need more me. We need more original people.
We need
like,
more you.
Yeah, like take what you like about me and do it, but don't just copy my intros verbatim, my thumbnails verbatim, and just be a ripoff of me. Like, it just, yeah, as a whole, it just makes the platform seem repetitive.
So if we need to stay original while still getting views, what do we do? How do we come up with ideas that get us noticed but stay true to who we are? Well, let's take a look at what Jamie Rawthorne had to say. If you don't know who Jamie is, he's the mastermind behind videos like this, and this. Recently, Jamie waded into this conversation about copycats on Twitter. And through this Twitter thread, he basically spilled all of the beans on how he set up a framework to generate ideas that gain his videos tens of millions of views. Now, this is where things are going to get a little jargony, but bear with us, because by the end of this video, it'll be worth it. The framework rests on 3 pillars: direct, indirect, and abstract extrapolation. And if these don't sound like the usual idea generation strategies, well, they're not. Let's unwrap these one by one. Direct extrapolation is your first tool where you pick a successful idea and tweak a single element. Jamie recommends doing it with your own content so you're not risking straight out copying anyone else. Now here at vidIQ, we do this all of the time. Our video here, Small Channels Do This to Double Your Views in 5 minutes, was a hit, pulling in over 700,000 views. So we use the idea again, but with a little bit of a twist. We changed it to Small Channels Do This to Double Your Subscribers in 5 minutes. It was an even bigger hit, 1.2 million views. The second pillar of the framework is indirect extrapolation. It's where you become an idea alchemist, blending 2 or more ideas together. In our niche, videos about YouTube updates perform really well with our audience, but we also know that you love videos about the YouTube algorithm. So let's blend the two. Algorithm update. Did this stop you getting views? And it was another winner, proving that this approach works as well. As for the third pillar, Jamie's abstract extrapolation. A word of caution though, this requires surgical attention to detail. It involves deconstructing a successful idea and identifying the psychological triggers that made it work. Let's consider this video as an example. 10 regrets after moving to the villages. Despite a subscriber count of just 100,000, it pulled in an impressive 700,000 plus views. Why did it do so well? Curiosity and negativity. A powerful duo. You're just desperate to know why the creator regrets it, even if you're not moving to Florida anytime soon. Moreover, it's a list. It feeds our need for order and completion. So what might be an idea and title that combines those psychological triggers in our niche? Well, maybe something like this. 5 mistakes that send your channel to YouTube hell. Yeah, that is a real video on our channel, by the way, and it's doing pretty well. Copying other people's content on YouTube is a huge mistake because you are instantly replaceable and immediately forgotten. And if you want to avoid more mistakes just like that, this is the next video you need to watch.